This week on the Sirens Log.
We are going to look at a 51 Formosa. He's waiting on us. We got to get him some 305 cigars. I felt so good about just leaving you here.
Leave me in a shipyard and see if I care. I don't know what to think about this boat, you guys.
God, it's a pretty boat.
Hopefully the new owners of this boat's going to do it right.
You get a boat for $5,000.
Is it worth it? I don't know. I've been left in lots of shipyards.
Hey, buddy, you ready for us to come? All right, well, we should be there in about a half hour, 45 minutes. I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, I'm not at where I was before. My anchor started drifting. You can still launch at the same place. Just instead of coming out of the ramp and going to the left, just take a right. You'll see all the field.
Okay, roger that. I know exactly where you're at. Well, that all worked out then. I figured worst case scenario, I'd help a brother out, give you a tow. I got tow straps in the truck and everything to help you, so.
Want to help a brother out? I haven't had a cigarette in like a week.
I'll have you a pack. What do you smoke?
305 gold cigars. They're like $1.39 a pack.
Oh, well, I'll bring you like 3 packs.
Okay.
All right, man. You've had such a hard time. I feel like you need to catch some kind of break.
Yeah, I hope so, man.
All right, buddy. Well, we'll see you when we get there.
All right, thank you.
No problem. There we go. He's waiting on us. We got to get him some 305 cigars. I don't know where to buy those. I had never bought 305 cigars. That's it. Off we go. What's up, YouTube? We are out here on the Steinhatchee River this morning. I've commandeered my father's boat. He lives around here, and we are going to look at a 51 Formosa.
And we've seen this boat before, actually a couple years ago, and the guy only wants like $30,000 for it, and that's what it was for sale for the first time we saw it. So,
good news with this boat, it's afloat. It's been floating. 2 years ago, they did the all new through holes and bottoms, so it's all new below the water line.
Yep.
We know the guy that owned it about 5 or 6 years ago. He did a bunch of work to it, so first thing I see is the mizzen mast is not on the boat.
Right.
So,
it is on the boat, but it's laying down. So
yeah, I see it now.
There's going to be work to be done. Let's go check it out. This is the Formosa 51, designed by Canadian-American engineer William Garden and built by Chao and Formosa Boat Building Company between 1972 and 1984 in Taiwan. With a displacement of 52,000 pounds and a ballast of 12,000 pounds, she's a slow cruiser, comfortable at anchor, and roomy enough to accommodate the whole family. She has a draft of 6.17 feet and a beam of over 14 feet, designed to cross oceans in style and comfort, and to be as safe as any Scandinavian rescue boat. The interior is loaded with teak woodwork, and these yachts boasted spruce spars and teak decks, many of which have never been replaced. This one still has the original teak deck, which has been remedied and removed in some areas to stop the leaking, but it is overdue for replacement, and a full deck rebuild, which is a massive undertaking, will need to happen soon. While the sails and canvas look to be in good condition visually, we would need a rigger to tell us the true condition of the spruce spars and the rigging. Down below, we found a number of areas with significant rot and wood damage, and areas of flooring and even bulkheads that would likely need to be replaced. With the lack of headroom for Hal in much of the boat, which was his only request in the boat that we choose, we decided that this boat wasn't for us.
Love you, brother. Hawaii, Shaka. Hopefully the new owners of this boat's gonna do it right, and it'll be in the blue water for everybody to enjoy. Love you guys. Peace.
God, it's a pretty boat.
So we just got here to one of my listings. I have a main ship 430 we got to get some documents off of that's finally maybe selling. So all right, we want to share with you guys. I know we had a lot of comments in the last video talking about the Mikelson 50, and if you are new here, check out our last 2 videos. Actually, you have to check them both out. The first one is the walkthrough, and the second one is the explanation of the walkthrough. And, you know, a lot of you guys said, well, they're hiding stuff with the paint, the bottom paint. And we kept saying, no, we've seen it. We've been watching this boat for a long time.
We saw it when it was in the yard. We saw it after they had sanded the old bottom paint off. We have watched this bottom job be done.
Yeah. So we actually have a little surprise. We have a lost episode from July that we actually filmed in July. We didn't know if we were going to share it at the time, so we just held on to the footage, but we're gonna share that raw footage uncut pretty much with you guys now. So here's July.
The thing's barely, it's brand new. No anode on the prop. Nowhere is there anode back here. That's why this is ate up, I bet. They would know about it this far. See that? They just never put any anodes on it. I mean, you can look at the bolts, they're gone. Ugh.
Does it need a new drive shaft?
Needs at least packing. This thing ain't worth it. See all the bubbling in the fiberglass? It's blistered to hell and back.
You don't think it's worth having?
I mean, it could all be fixed. Can you get a boat for $5 grand? So we got to sand all this down, fix the blisters, prime it, and paint it. I know I'm not allowed on it, but I'm allowed on this ladder, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't look like this paint is that old.
I'm just going to tell you, this thing's going to be sitting on the hard. Might be cheaper to pay somebody to take it to the house.
Just take it home.
Just
You're probably
pay a
right.
shipping company.
Ship it to the backyard.
Ship it to the house. Set it up in the backyard. Work on it for a year or two. Get it ready to go. And then pay them to come back. Because by the time we paid a shipyard to keep it on the hard, we would have saved money. Yeah, see, there's no electrolysis in here.
So there's anodes in here, but that needs to be cleaned up. What's the deal with all this?
What?
All this?
Gouging?
Well, no, I mean, why is the paint coming off like this?
There was barnacles all there.
Oh, yeah.
Scraped barnacles.
You're right.
My question is, well, these new paints, we might could, this is an Anderson question, but we might could sand the blisters down and prime it and paint it, because gel coat's not necessary. It's a lot of work, a lot of problems, and a lot of headache. It's a shit box. What's the beam on it?
Probably, I want to say 14. Don't quote me.
Actually, this one looks like
Did you lose your coffee cup?
Did you put it in the truck?
No.
Because before I set it like right here.
No.
I crawled under
It's not on this boat.
It's on this boat?
No.
Well, what boat's on?
I'm so glad that I saw it because I like that coffee cup. Go find your coffee cup. Hal has this thing where he just constantly loses coffee cups. Where is he going? Okay, bye. He just sets them down like everywhere. There's like 20 coffee cups in the yard at home. Like 4 in the cabinet. I think he thinks that he left his coffee cup like somewhere else. I don't know. I don't know what to think about this boat, you guys. It's gonna need a lot of work. There's a lot of stuff that we've found, even off camera. I don't know. We'd almost have to get the dang thing for free, I think, just to be able to afford to do anything with it. Because it's gonna need a lot. A lot. And then it's a huge project. Like, do we want a huge project? I keep saying, I don't want a project boat. Unless it's the right boat. This is the right layout. Is it worth it? I don't know.
Forgot something.
Where did he go? Oh my god. You found it?
Are you coming or what?
Yeah, I'm coming. Did you find your coffee cup?
I don't want coffee cup.
Good.
I almost left you over.
I don't care.
I felt so good about just leaving you here.
Leave me in a shipyard and see if I care. I've been left in lots of shipyards.
I forgot.
That I might enjoy it.
But I don't make breakfast burritos to eat, so I need to.
You need me at home. That's the verdict? Cool.
So that video you just watched, that is my first impression. I was drugged out from working on my boat to go look at this sailboat. And I didn't want to be there. I want to finish my boat. So first impressions. Later on, we found shore power cord burnout, which I'm pretty sure all that electrolysis and that shore power cord are connected. Don't believe in coincidences that often. There's got to be a bad ground or a power cord that's scratched, laying in a bilge that ate all that to pieces.
Yeah, because we initially thought that it could be just they didn't replace the anodes, but I think it might be more
that
than
boat looks like the last people, they bought a good boat and they didn't love the boat. That's the number one thing I look for when I go to buy a boat. Did the previous owner love the boat? Because if they did, that means that
Yeah.
they tried their best to keep her as pretty as possible, even if they didn't.
And it's hard to find people that love their boats to like actually take care of them. A lot of people just don't know any better.
A lot of people think boats are investments. They are not investments.
They're never an investment.
Businesses that involve boats are businesses.
Yeah.
Boats are not a business.
No. Not unless you're running charters every single day, and even that comes at a great risk. There's a lot of charter captains out there, so
that's a business,
right,
involving boats.
Yeah,
that's why.
But we could potentially start a charter business that is not our primary reason for buying the boat, and it's just because it's a business doesn't mean that it's going to make us tons of money and pay for the whole boat. It's just going to help us.
It'll curb it and turn everything involved with that boat into a tax write-off.
Yeah, exactly. Everything will be a tax write-off. So we have that going for us. We want to talk about the bottom paint a little bit. We know that bottom paint was done by the yard. We have a very good yard here, and I trust that they did what they needed to do, even though I still see like kind of craters in that bottom. I think it's okay. We also know that the rudder is about to be rebuilt.
Correct.
The right way.
By
the
yard,
right way.
I trust. These people build beautiful boats.
Yeah.
Miller
they know
Marine
what they're doing.
Knows what they're doing, and I trust Miller.
Yeah. I mean, it is the bank spending more money on the boat, which means that we'll pay more for it if we get that boat. But hey, you know what? That's just one thing that we don't have to do.
I don't have to do, yeah.
So you guys have seen the Formosa 51 that we looked at, and
she sank.
Yeah.
2 or 3
after
days,
we left.
2 or 3 days after we left, something happened and got the portholes underwater. She sank. They got her righted. Happened again. That boat's gone. So,
yeah. And it's painful. It feels like a death of someone that I didn't really know but cared about. You know, I was just like standing in the bedroom and he told me like, no, no. If we'd have known that was going to happen, like 100%, we would have been pulling butterfly hatches off that thing when we were there. But I mean, nobody knows that their boat's going to sink. So yeah, that's a really unfortunate one, and we're really bummed about that.
He did tell me it's for sale. Anybody wants to buy it for $5,000. It's floating again. So any of you guys want a project for Formosa 51?
It's out there. Please let us know. I will give you his contact information. We'll put you in touch.
This guy's had a tough couple weeks.
He's in a pickle, and we want to see the best for the boat, and we want to see the best for him. Yeah, it just feels kind of like devastating to know like there goes another Formosa 51, and you guys are literally the last ones to see it.
Literally.
Yeah, literally.
But we weren't going to buy that boat for one major reason. My number one thing is I want to stand up. That's why I like that CT54. Say what you want to. I hit my head everywhere except for when you come through the companionway. And
that's his only real requirement is like just that he has max headroom throughout, and he didn't have it on that boat.
Just inside the companionway, in the galley and the companionway, and that is it. If I went down towards the engine room, went to the salon, didn't matter. So
that one just didn't work for us. It needed a lot of work, you guys. I hope that this puts things into perspective. You guys are saying, oh, the Mikelson's junk. Like, I mean, this Formosa looks a lot worse than the Mikelson. And I mean, honestly, it's for me, the deal killer. Well, the deal killer is really the headroom for him, because that's his only request. But I mean, the thing that really makes that one a hard sell is that's the original teak deck, and it has the original mast and all that. But
they were actually in really good shape.
Yeah, they actually were in pretty good shape. They could probably be brought back. But that teak deck, you guys, when you rip an original teak deck off the boat, that's so much work. And it's not that we couldn't do it; we totally could. It's just, do we want to do that? We really don't want to get into that. That is a big project.
That's where your balsa core rot and all that jack rot. That's what makes the Mikelson so appealing.
It's already been done.
They've done it. They fixed it. There's
there's still a lot to do, but
in that deck. That deck is great.
Well, I mean, all the fittings are moist. I mean, there's definitely work to be done on that boat. Don't get me wrong. We all know it, but it is not as bad as that Formosa 51 was. And again, I'm not talking bad about that Formosa. I really like. When we decided that it wasn't going to work for us, I just thought, oh my gosh, I hope that somebody can buy that boat and bring it back, because it's still a beautiful boat, and it's in pretty much original condition where it was. But we're really bummed. We're really, really bummed to see that, because that's painful. It really is. And I know it's bad for that guy as well. I mean, he's
I don't care about the boat. That boat was dead the day that Seth
I
sold
care
it.
about the boat.
It was dead the day Seth sold it. Thank you to our new Patreons, guys. I don't have your names here. We will do that next week.
Yeah, we are going to continue to look at boats, you guys. And thank you for all your emails and all your comments. Keep them coming. We'll try to get back to as many as we can.
Make sure to like and subscribe and comment, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.